The best cleaner people. The best cleaner for, you know, your bathrooms, your kitchens, everything is Sif ammonia cleanser. Listen, that's your big ticket item there. Ammonia is interesting thing about ammonia and what etymology does for us and how it teaches us, because ammonia, funny enough, sounds like the Spanish word for love, and you know the beginning of it. But interestingly enough, the chemistry of ammonia is that it's nitrogen and hydrogen. You got one nitrogen atom bonded to 4 hydrogen atoms, right? And at the end of the day, it has a positive or a cationic charge of 1 positive, right? Now, what it is that you have what's called a valency. If you think of your nitrogen atom, of course, chemistry whizzes, of course, your nitrogen atom has, okay, 2 shells, right? It's 2 shells. The atom, think of something as small, it's round, it's got 2 shells. 2 levels, 2 layers, right? The inner layer has 2 electrons, which, okay, are stable at that heart of it, which, you know, are uninterfered with. But when we get to the outside, the second shell, the final shell, of course, it's got 5 electrons. Nitrogen is number 7 in the periodic table, of course, right? Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen. So, at the end of the day, nitrogen has, okay, a valency or negative valency of, you know, 5, right? Minus 5. And that is because of the 5 electrons in the outer shell. And, you know, what it's kind of craving for is to become octified, alright? It needs, okay, 3 more electrons straight up in its, what's it called, outer shell to be stabilized, right? So the drama, hey, is that, okay, it needs to merge, y'all. Y'all can't hate me. It got to merge. Yeah, y'all just got to merge it, fam, man. Y'all need to know. So the mergification, okay, got to take place for the helium nation. So it finds, in our case, in the case of ammonia, okay, it finds some hydrogenification, yeah? And hydrogen happens to what's often referred to as a proton, because it's essentially like, it's got the, you know, electron, of course, and, you know, the 2 in its, you know, inner shell. Let me make sure I get it right. Helium has 2 in its inner shell. Hydrogen, okay, has, I'll tell y'all. Of course, it's a proton, so it's got like a positive charge of 1. It's got a positive charge of 1 because I believe it has 2 protons and 1 electron, something like that. So at the end of the day, right, it has, I'll tell y'all, it has 1 electron, right? The reason what renders it as being a proton, think of positive, pro is always positive, you know, anti is negative, pro is always positive. So it's proton because of the fact that, you know, the negative is outweighed by the positive, which is a good thing, right? The negative is outweighed by the positive. So that's the idea. But then, so the mingleification has to take place. We notice, right? You know, the nitrogen is like the guy comes up, he's like, he's looking for the girl. What happens? What happens is that, okay, nitrogen is like a, okay, think of nitrogen as a rate, right? Nitrogen is like a rate, that's what y'all straight up. And well, he's not satisfied with 1. Like, it's not enough. It's just not enough. You can't blame him because, okay, nitrogen needs, right? I told you it has 5 electrons in its outer shell. Needs 8 in total, which means there's 3 that it has to get, of course, right? Ice. Anyway, so, but tell y'all, it needs a lot of hydrogen to satisfy him. So they say strip. I can bend. So what happens is that it gets, enough. What happens is that there's what you call a tetravalent bonding of 4 hydrogens to that nitrogen straight up. And at the end of the day, each hydrogen gives an electron. Gives an electron to the situation, but I want to be clear. I said ammonia is in the SIF, and I did tell you NH4 positive, but that's ammonium. NH4 positive is ammonium, right? NH3, I think it might be negative. So some high-level chemistry, y'all. The nitrogen atom in NH3 is sp3 hybridized. In the NH3 molecule, 3 of the sp3 orbitals are used to form bonds to the 3 hydrogen atoms, and the 4th sp3 orbital, we're talking about revolving spaces, right, for each electron, is used to hold the lone pair. That's okay, because I done told y'all, okay, heifers, okay. The nitrogen done got, 5, okay, electronifications in the outer shell, okay, so duh. If I done told y'all, okay, it's orbitals, man. Things that in which our electrons move around, okay. What y'all think, man? Put 2 and 3 together, man, okay. Man, I don't know, man. So what I'm saying, man, okay, I done told y'all 3 hydrogens, man. Bonding, I done told y'all, okay. The hydrogen is a proton. Now I done told y'all that, okay, the positive outweighs the negative, and this is because the hydrogen ion, okay, is positive, man. Because I done told y'all, hydrogen is number 1, man. Of course, man, okay. Now if hydrogen is number 1, okay, which means it has 1 proton, 1 electron. What I'm saying, man, is okay, y'all got to understand, man. What renders it as positive, okay, is that it gives an electron. So the situation comes together where you have the nitrogen with the 5 dancing around it, okay, and then 3 of those 5 each attractificate, okay, a hydrogen, man. The 2 electrons must party together, man. So 1 from each hydrogen parties with 1 from each of the 3 of nitrogen, and the remaining 2 of nitrogen party together. So let me tell y'all now, the nitrogen atoms draw the shared electrons in the bonds close to it. So the nitrogen has a partially negative charge. I tell y'all. Therefore for NH3, the bottom that has H atoms is partially positive, and the top part with the N atom is partially negative. In totality, ammonia is polar. So at the end of the day, y'all, polar things are good for cleaning. I gotta tell y'all, good for cleaning. And basically, think about the fact that water is also polar. Done. Your water is a universal solvent. Y'all better get with it. If it has ammonia to help it, cleansification extravarama, man. Okay, hell yeah, okay. Try sometime, man, hell yeah. It's ammonia, right, straight up. But yeah, at the end of the day, it needs a lot of hydrogen because it needs a 3, yeah. The tetravalent bonding takes place in ammonium, the tetravalent situation, but okay, just to be clear, it still is a rake because of course it needs more than 1 hydrogen, because that 1 hydrogen is not enough for the to satisfy the needs of the nitrogen, yeah, y'all. So okay, but at the end of the day, ammonia is pretty tight in that I use the illustration or the allegory of love, or the rake, to kind of tell y'all about love, in the sense that, sometimes people have weird ideas about what love is, and I kind of, a bit dunce, in that, a lot of women don't understand that they have to give. Like, you want a guy to, I don't know, be, okay, dunce. I mean, what the hell? I'ma tell y'all. Like, you want guys to be, like, treat you like a lady, and things like that. It's not just Why do you think the story of Cinderella is a lit story? Cinderella is going through hell, right? And at the end of the day, you want a good guy, a really good guy. You have to put out, like you really have to put out. I think y'all just that's kind of dumb, in the sense that it's kind of like, well, boy, there's a time for everything. Okay, your tail is not supposed to be a whore, but when it comes time to get down, your ass has to get down. I ain't be lying. Um, Straight up. Now, keeping that in mind, oh yeah, there is something in music called an accent. And the most important thing you need to know is not to not clean. What it is, you need to clean. If you do not clean, it is not good for the whole situation. You need to clean. And Sif is the best for the floor. You can use Sif for the counter. You can use Sif for the sinks. Everything is real good. Yeah? It's real good. Let me show you what the Sif look like. I'll tell you. I'm gonna tell you. You should really go understand it, kind of thing. It's really important, because it's okay. It's got microparticles, it's got all that. Make things look like new again is really awesome stuff, and eh, je vous devais un the house of cream can make your things look like new. Discover its excellent cleaning power beyond the bathroom and kitchen and surprising things as your tiny choses. Vraiment, juste, c'est impératif de être nettoyant toujours. Écoute-moi. Si on ne le fait pas, si on ne nettoie un peu, nettoie pas un peu, c'est totalement négatif. Parce que on ne le veut pas sentir bien. Tu comprends? Sans une maison qui est totalement nettoyée, c'est très une c'est une mal idée, c'est totalement mal idée parce que quand on nettoie, quand on est prêt pour se coucher, oui, quand on veut s'asseoir, quand on veut dormir chaque nuit, on trouve que si on prend un petit peu de temps de nettoyer assez bien, puis c'est totalement meilleur. Totalement meilleur. Je dois dire, c'est impératif de nettoyer. Et je dois s'assurer que sans la réalité de nettoyer. Et c'est complètement, c'est totalement, c'est toujours et tristement négatif. Vraiment. Ne l'oublie pas. S'il vous plaît, écoute-moi et souviens.